Hello, good morning everybody. I am Dr. Sonia Tiwari from the Department of Community Medicine, Arvindo Medical College, Indore. So here we have come to an end of the spotters regarding the community medicine. As you all know, I would like to brief you that we have covered spotters related to nutrition, related to vaccination, related to contraception, related to MCH drugs. Then we have covered the spotters related to environment and many other things we have tried to cover in these classes. I hope you all have understood and you all have jotted down all in your practical files. Now today we have come to an end. We will see some miscellaneous spots, and after that, in the last class, after this, I would like to show you the practically the spots. I would like to make that video and show you so that you understand better. So without any delay, let's start the spotters for today, that is the miscellaneous spots. So here you can see the egg of the hookworm. It is written, what is the source of infection of the parasite? So source of infection is the soil contaminated with the infective larva. Then what is Chandler's index? It is often asked in the pre-PG question. So Chandler's index is an index to measure the worm load in a community. It is calculated as the average number of hookworm eggs per gram of feces for the entire community. Name two drugs effective against this. So albendazole and mebendazole. As you all know that albendazole, the dose is 400 milligram once for all the ages above 2 years, and mebendazole 100 milligram BD for 3 days. Now what is the public health importance? Why we are asking this spot? So the morbidity that results from malnutrition and anemia due to hookworm infestation affects the community, as it leads to reduced work capacity and productivity and increased medical cost. Okay. Then regarding the statistics, it's already been covered in the statistics part, but still a normal distribution curve everybody should know. That's why it's mentioned in this book. It is a smooth bell-shaped curve, perfectly symmetrical, based on an infinitely large number of observations. Total area of the curve is 1. Then mean median mode, you all know that it is 0, that is they all coincide, and the standard deviation is 1. The curve stretches from infinity to infinity. Okay, then write area characteristics. Area characteristics means mean plus minus 1 SD. It includes 68.3% of the observations. Mean plus minus 2 SD includes 95.4% of the observations, and mean plus minus 3 SD includes 99.7% of the observation. As you can see here, 1 SD is this 68.26%, 2 SD is 95.46%, and 3 SD is 99.73%. Okay. Then we are coming to the bar diagrams. As you all know, these are the bar diagrams. Identify the figure and comment. It is used for representing qualitative data. Okay. The length of the bar represents the magnitude of the represented value. A suitable scale is chosen to calculate the length of the bars. Enumerate common types of bar chart. So you have simple, you have multiple, and you have component bar charts. What do the axes represent in 11.4 figure? This 11.4, you can see the axis here, it's written frequency, then the class intervals on the horizontal axis. So we will see the horizontal axis, the class intervals are plotted. The vertical axis represents the frequency in each class in relation to the width of the class intervals. Then mention the characteristics of the histogram. This you can see if the bars are connected to each other. As you can see in this figure, here the bar diagram, you can see all the bars are separated, and if it is connected like this, they are joined, then it is known as the histogram. And the difference, major difference is यदि अलग अलग बार रहेगा और सिंगल सिंगल रहेगा, जैसे कि इस डायग्राम में देखते हैं, तो इट इज़ फॉर क्वालिटेटिव डाटा, एंड यदि जॉइंट रहेगा लाइक यू कैन सी इन दिस डायग्राम, दैट इज द हिस्टोग्राम, it is for quantitative data. The width represents the class intervals. The area of each block is proportional to the frequency of class. There is no space between the blocks as the class interval is a continuous scale. Okay, continuous scale because they are all connected to each other. Then you can see here frequency polygon. Frequency polygon में कुछ नहीं होता है, हिस्टोग्राम बना हुआ है, उसके बाद में एक जो मिड पॉइंट रहता है हर बार का, दे आर जॉइंट एंड दे फॉर्म अ फ्रीक्वेंसी पॉलीग्राम. It is another way of representing frequency distribution. It is obtained by joining the midpoints of the blocks of a histogram, जो मैंने आपको बताया. It is created for visual impression of the quantitative data. फिर हम लोग आ रहे हैं एज पिरामिड. ठीक है, एज पिरामिड shows and this figure will show, I'll show you just. It represents the age structure of population. What do you infer from this? So this is the age pyramid of a developing country. Mention the characteristics of a typical age pyramid of a developing country and a developed country. So if you see age pyramid of a developing country, it will have a broad base always and it will have a narrow top. And if you have a developed country, then the base will be narrow and there will be the bulge in the middle. Okay, this is the major difference often asked. Now see here, it is written age pyramid. This is formed. You can see a broader base and a narrow top. Okay, tapering at the top. So it is of the developing country. But oppositely, if you see, if there is a bulge in the between and the base is also narrow, then it is of the developed country. So it is the age pyramid, as you can see here. Then the next miscellaneous spot is cigarette. Name the main toxins present in the cigarette smoke. So it is nicotine, tar and carbon monoxide. Okay, often people confuse with it, so please be careful. Name some health hazards associated with the use. So respiratory diseases like bronchitis, emphysema, heart and blood vessel disease like high blood pressure and stroke, cancers like lung carcinoma, cancer bladder, cervix, esophagus, kidney, oral cavity, pharynx, leukemia, etc. Precancerous lesions like leukoplakia, erythroplakia of the oral cavity. Reproductive effects, if you see, there will be preterm delivery, intrauterine growth retardation, stillbirth and sudden infant death syndrome. Now what is reverse smoking? Okay, reverse smoking is smoking the cigarette from the lit end. That is known as reverse smoking. The practice is prevalent in Visakhapatnam and Sri Kakulam districts of Andhra Pradesh, India. It is practiced by women. Name the legal measures to prevent the cigarette use. The Cigarette Regulation and Production, Supply and Distribution Act 1975 makes it mandatory to print warning on the cigarette packs and advertisements. Cigarette and other tobacco products, Prohibition of the Advertisement and Regulation of Trade and Commerce, Production, Supply and Distribution Act 2003 specifies the following things. What all they specify? जो 1975 में आया था उसमें तो बस यही लिखा रहता है कि सिगरेट इज़ इंजूरियस टू हेल्थ. फिर 2003 में एक अलग एक्ट आया था, उन लोगों ने क्या क्या डिसाइड किया था वो देख लेते हैं. Ban on smoking in public places, ban on direct or indirect advertisement of the tobacco products, ban on the sale to minors, pictorial health warnings on the cigarette packs, use of English and one Indian language for the warning, testing and regulation, ingredients to be declared on the tobacco product packages, that is tar and nicotine. Ingredients भी लिखना पड़ेगा. I hope it's clear up till here. Then coming to the Ishihara color vision chart. Okay, you must have seen in the ophthalmology also. It is used for testing color vision and to diagnose the color blindness. Enumerate some occupations which require near perfect color vision. So aircraft pilot, air traffic controller, firefighter, police officer, train driver, some ranks in the armed forces and some electric or electronic engineers. They all require a perfect color vision, so it's very important over there. Then we have the ear muffles. Okay, what is the use of the device? So it is a protective device for the workers whose occupation involves exposure to loud noise. Okay, enumerate the effects of noise exposure. So we have auditory and non-auditory effects. As you all know that auditory will include the auditory fatigue, deafness. Non-auditory will include the interference with speech, annoyance, reduced efficiency due to hindrance in the mental concentration, Physiological changes such as the rise in the BP, heart rate, intracranial pressure, respiratory rate, and sweating. At what level of loudness of noise do auditory effects begin to appear? So auditory effect begins to appear in the 90 decibel region. Equipment protects the worker against what? The ear muffle protects the worker against occupational hearing loss. Okay, in the next video we'll try to show you all these things so that you can see them and remember them better. Okay, then Harpenden calipers. This caliper, what is the use? So skin fold thickness for the measurement of subcutaneous fat or for the assessment of the obesity. What are the least count and the range of Harpenden calipers? Least count is 0.2 millimeter, range is 0 to 80 millimeter. Okay, then enumerate the sites for measuring the skin fold thickness using this. So mid triceps you can use, biceps, subscapular region and suprailiac region. What are the advantages of using this instrument for assessing the obesity? Rapid test, and it is a non-invasive method. Drawbacks can be standards for subcutaneous fat do not exist, hence the comparison is not possible. In severe obese it is difficult to measure the skin fold thickness and poor repeatability. These are the disadvantages. Mention some other indices for measuring or assessing obesity. This is often asked, very often asked in the your Viva VOC, and you should all know whatever is used for measuring obesity. So BMI everybody knows, body mass index, then you have ponderal index, you have Broca's index, Lawrence index, Copulence index. These are all which are used. Okay, so we have come to an end for these squatters related to community medicine. If you have any doubt you can always ask. And I know it's very difficult to see the online videos and without any practical spots. Okay, for practical point of view it is very important to see all these spots, but due to this COVID and due to this online classes we are unable to do that. So at the end I would like to end these spotters with two small proverbs. Okay, these proverbs are, first you can see, if you didn't see it with your own eyes or hear it with your own ears, don't invent it with your small mind and spread it with your big mouth. Please read the proverb once. And the second proverb you can see here is, don't let your ears hear what your eyes didn't see, and don't let your mouth say what your heart doesn't feel. So I will try my best to bring all the practical spots in my next videos. Stay home, stay safe, take care. Thank you.